Hey guys, I'm back. Another beautiful walk here in North Dakota. It's pretty crispy out right now. I'm not even sure what the real temp is, but it's probably like 10, 15, 20, I don't know, something like that. I'm just gonna take a walk here though. How's everybody's day going? Everybody good? I had a busy day. Yeah, honestly, I kind of feel sometimes that's pretty good. I mean, makes the day go by quick. Sometimes, I mean, other times it doesn't, but I got a beautiful sunset. I'll show you guys here in a second. I got a beautiful blue sky, wispy clouds. I love it. Probably not going to have as long a video today, but I've been thinking about a theme for the day, trying to come up with something to say while I was at work, and well, I didn't really think of anything, so I'm just going to wing it. Jogging across here so a car can go. Okay. It's so crispy out. I love it. I love cold days when there's no wind, because like the cold doesn't feel as cold. Does that make sense? See if you guys can see the sunset. It's nice. I'm gonna cross the road here. Oh. All right, here we are. We're walking. So yeah, yesterday we talked about, or I guess whenever you see this video, my first video I posted, we talked about lots of different things. Living in the anime world, living in TV world. I mean, talked about being nice, being kind. All those things are important, obviously. I think today we'll talk about life decisions. Now, that's very vague, obviously. But if anybody here has ever seen, or not seen, have ever been a part of making a big decision, a life-changing decision, it can be very stressful. Quite stressful. Because what I'm dealing with in my own life is this is whether or not my decisions are the right ones, as well as the fear of failing. I don't know if anybody else has that, but I've struggled with that in my life before. It's like I haven't tried certain things because I was scared I wouldn't succeed. That's not a good life. It's not a good life to live if you are scared. You know? But it's really hard to break out of sometimes, I'll be honest with you. You know? There's things I want to do in my life, and coming up I have to make, with the next couple months, I have to make some really big decisions that not only impact me, but impact the people around me. I'll show you what I'm looking at here. Just a nice crispy walk. But anyway, yeah, it's big decisions. Everybody in the Midwest has a loud truck. I don't know what it is. It's a Midwest thing. If you have a truck, it's got to be loud. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't have a truck, so I don't know. But anyway, life decisions, man. Usually I have to fall back to people older than me, you know, people in my life who know more, have more experience. Nothing wrong with that either, but the thing is, they can't make that decision for you. Whatever it is, maybe you're looking to go to, I don't know, you're looking to travel, you're looking to get a different job, you're looking to move somewhere, you're looking to start your own business, whatever it is, nobody can give you the answer but you. I know that sucks to hear sometimes, because even in my life I want people to give me the answers sometimes. It's like, I'd rather someone tell me, yeah, do it, like just like that's the answer. But you're not going to get that. And if you do get that, it's probably not good to listen, because those people can't decide things for you. I don't know what's going on. People like two cars racing or something, honking at each other. Anyway, so yeah, you can't always just have people decide for you, and that sucks, because sometimes I'm not very good at making decisions, man. I'm like, I think something's a good idea, I feel it, like in my heart it is, but I don't know. Once I get to the precipice of making the choice, I get cold feet sometimes. I don't know, maybe you guys have gone through that too in your life. None of us are perfect. We're all human, we all make mistakes. We all have flaws, and that's one of mine. But I think it's a good idea, and I've heard this before from older generations, like grandparent generations, that the older you get, the quicker time goes. And as I get older, I honestly do feel that. It's not necessarily true, obviously, because time is, time is time. It functions the same for everybody here on Earth, in physics-wise or whatever. But it feels like it's quicker, and it feels like you run out of time to make the choices you should have made, or could have made, I should say. And that really sucks, because you feel like at times, if I make a decision now, will I be able to reap the benefits of it, as opposed to, should I have done that 10 years ago? But then the other side of it is, you don't want to be 10 years in the future and say, I should have made that decision 10 years ago. It kind of works in that way. And so that's where I'm at right now. Do I want to be in my 40s, my 50s, my 60s, my 70s, God willing, my 80s and 90s, and look back and say, man, I should have made that decision. I regret that. And I've spent 40 years, whatever, regretting it. 50 years. I don't want to do that. So sometimes you have to make a scary decision and see where it takes you. And that might not be the smartest thing to live life on. I mean, obviously there's some things that the risks are life-threatening, for example. If you decide one day you woke up and you're like, man, I really hate my job, I'm going to go become like an Alaska fisherman, or something like that, or I'm going to go train to become like an oil rig welder. It's like that, that's not only is that a big decision, but that's like a really dangerous decision, I should say, in a lot of aspects. But still, decision, whatever it is, moving, job, even things, you might think about relationship-wise. It's a big decision, for example, to marry somebody. It's a big decision, in my opinion, to tell them you love them and actually mean it, because a lot of times people don't mean it. They just say it. A lot of those things are big decisions. So it's all about having the courage, I guess, to act on it, to make a choice and actually stick with it. It's hard to do. Some of the people, I watch, for example, on YouTube here, a lot of the bigger streamers, people or content creators, they might know, for example, like Mizkif, starting his gym, Iron Forge Gym, like that's a huge undertaking. That's a lot of responsibility to take on, to be a business owner, and not only that, but to make it successful, to make it a place that 10 years from now you can say, I built that. Like, that is something I built or I helped build, and it's successful, and it's something, if you're into having a family or whatever, something you can pass on to the future generation. If you build a business, something like that, and you're 80 years old, you're like, I'm going to retire, pass it on to my children, and they can pass it on to their children if they want. Those are huge choices and important things to think about, Not to get too deep on you, but yeah. So I'm thinking about things. I got a decision to make here relatively soon, within the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna make it, and then I'm gonna follow through with it. Excuse me. No, it's not COVID, by the way. I know people are gonna say that, but I'm gonna make a decision here next 2 weeks. It's gonna be a big one, and it's gonna be scary. I'll be honest with you. There's a part of me that is really scared, but if I don't do it and I don't stick with it, I'll never know what I can become. I'm gonna sit there in my old age and regret, and I don't want to do that. That's people have a lot of fears. For me, I'm scared of heights. I'll be honest with you. That's kind of a generic one, but my second biggest fear, and this might seem weird to people, my second biggest fear is being a burden to my family, being a burden to society, not being able to pass on something to future generations, not being able to make something of myself. I don't like that. I don't like that feeling. And there's some people who don't care. That's fine. Not everything's going to be the same for everybody, and that's okay. But for me personally, it scares me because I don't want to do that. I don't want to be in my 70s and 80s and living off Social Security, and if that's even around at that point, it might not be. I don't want to have that be something in my mind. It's like, wow, I could have done something in my 20s and 30s, but I guess I didn't, and now I'm screwed. And there's no going back, because as much as everybody has at one point or another wished they could go back in time, you can't. You just can't. Unless you, I guess, believe in reincarnation or something, then I guess that is going back in time in a way, but yeah. I'll show you what I'm looking at again. This is a lovely intersection. There's nobody behind me. This is nobody out, man. Fine, more sidewalk for me. But yeah. So make a decision, stick with it, try your hardest, Doesn't mean you're going to succeed, and that's okay. It's okay to not succeed your first time. It's okay. You have to have the mentality that it didn't work, try it again. It didn't work that way, try it a different way. Do things you can do that are within your power to do them. And everything will work out in the end, I think. That's what I think anyway. Be a decent person, do what you can do, and things will come your way eventually. I'm going to look into getting a decision made on my circumstance, and I'm going to stick with it. No matter what happens, I'm going to stick with it. Because I got things I want to prove. I got things I want to do. I got experiences I've never had before that I want to have. It's nice to have new experiences here and there, and especially if you can, for example, have, do them with friends or whatever, experience fun things with friends or family. Unfortunately, I'll be honest with you guys, I don't really have any friends. I do have friends, but not close friends. and that sucks. There are times I'm very lonely in terms of that. Like I want to have friends. It's just hard to make friends when you're kind of in a weird situation where you feel not young enough to do the things young people do, but not old to do like other things. I'm in my early 30s. I mean, that's not old, I don't think, by any means, but it's not like, when you're younger, you're 21, 22, you go to the bars or whatever, you go, do a lot of stuff. Or when you're older, older people usually, you meet people by doing group things like going on cruises, going on, safaris, or going on, trips somewhere, or, that kind of thing. Because if you're older, a lot of times you're more established, hopefully. So you have more disposable income if you're lucky, I suppose. But yeah, I'm just kind of in this weird zone where it's like, I want to have friends and I want to be able to do things with people, and maybe it's just I haven't met the right people, I guess. I don't know, because if you think about the word friends, it's like, what is a friend? To me, a friend is a peer who you have mutual interest with and you hang out with and experience things with. That's what a friend is. And you do them repeatedly. You don't just talk to somebody once and then go do something once and then never talk to them again. I don't really consider it a friend. A friend is something you hang out with them over time, and you get to know them and they know you, and hopefully, in the end, you guys grow old together as friends and you experience more things. I don't really have that. I have peers that I respect, but I don't really have close friends. So yeah, I'd like to have that one day. And I think part of my decision that I'm making too, the big decision is kind of it's affected by that, because I think if I were to make the choice to do the things I need to do and want to do, eventually I can I'm gonna go over here because there's a dog that doesn't look like it's on a leash and I don't want it to run. But yeah, the decision I have to make, like I was saying, hopefully that'll lead to maybe making some friends. And whatever you consider friendship is, like, back in the day, for example, I say this back in the day, but it's a weird thing to say. When you play like online games and you meet online people, and it's like you party up with them, you raid with them, or whatever the case, like, there's people who are still friends years and years, later. People, for example, who started playing WoW, World of Warcraft, and from the beginning, they're still friends, they still raid. Some of them haven't even met each other in real life, which is fine. You don't have to meet them, but that's just how friendships work sometimes. I don't really have that either. I had people who I played Halo with back in the day. I mean, they're not, unfortunately, some of them, they don't play anymore. They got a family. They don't, they're busy. Some of them passed away, unfortunately, and that's sad to think about. People my age passing away from things is just not, I don't know, it sucks. But yeah, anyway, hopefully you guys have some friends, and hopefully you guys have some people you connect with, and even if somebody, maybe you try something new and you find a friend or something, or like in my case, if you move somewhere, potentially you find some friends there. That's the goal anyway. It sucks to live a lonely life, guys. I've seen it. I've worked in, for example, long-term care facility, nursing facility, and you'll have people who don't have family who visit, don't have friends who visit, they don't talk to any of the other residents, and that's their life. And maybe they want it that way, I don't know. But to me, that's just sad, and I don't know. It sucks to think about. None of us should have to be lonely and, you know, worrying about having people to talk to and all that stuff. But then again, there are people who like that life. And more power to them. I mean, if you really genuinely like being alone, or you don't like, you know, you like not having friends, or you just like having online friends that you play video games with and you never meet in real life, that's fine. If you like that, that's what you like, you know? Don't let anybody else shame you or make you feel bad about it. Sorry for the low light. We're getting some parts of this don't have street lights for some reason. But yeah. Hopefully I can make some friends, and if anybody's watching this video and you want to talk, you know, shoot me a comment, that's fine. I'll respond. Getting close to the end here. Like I said, it's going to be a little shorter video today. I'll try to make one every day. Talk to you guys. If I miss one though, I apologize. I'm only human. I have my yellow hoodie on today. Bright yellow. Mainly because it's dark out and people can see bright yellow more. Yeah. Hope you all are doing good. Doing good, feeling good, being good. Feeling love, staying warm, staying cool, whatever's you know, always stay cool though. You gotta be chill. You know, in one way. Stay cool. Stay frosty. You know. If you like this channel, you like what I'm saying or whatever, you want to talk to me, you know, feel free to subscribe. You don't have to. It's up to you. If you don't, you don't. I'm not gonna pressure you or anything. You know, you can do whatever you want. If you do subscribe, though, I appreciate it. If you do leave a comment, I really appreciate it. Leave a like. You know, any of that stuff. Yep. Oh, almost back home. Back to the warmth of the old place here. Them geese. We got them geese in the air. Guys, what's your opinion on geese anyway? Are they cool or not? Like, I don't. Like, you know, eagles are cool. Ravens are cool. I don't know. Like vultures, those are kind of cool, I guess. Owls are cool. Are geese cool though? I don't know. I'm still on the fence. They make a cool noise, but they're kind of mean sometimes too. They hiss at you. They chase you. I don't know. I'm not sure if geese are cool yet. I'll make my decision eventually. I don't know when, but I will. Once I make my decision, I'll let you guys know. I'm still doing the pros and cons, whether geese are cool. Got up here. Oh man. Now we're finally back in the light. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you. Anybody watching, anybody commenting, anybody liking, anybody. Even if you just look at it and don't even say anything, that's fine too. I hope you're doing good. I'm going to try to make some more of these videos, and I'm not doing this for, you know, to make a career out of anything. It takes a lot of effort to make a career out of streaming or YouTubing or any of that stuff. I mean, some of the people I follow, it takes them years. So that's, I mean, if it happens here, that's great. It's not my goal though. So my goal is just to be talking to you guys, and you can vent to me and I can vent to you, and we can just do our thing. So I'll see you guys again soon, shortly, and hopefully tomorrow. Thanks, guys.